The family of a 5-year-old boy who became the face of Donald Trump's sweeping immigration crackdown is fighting back after facing deportation again. Lawyers for 5-year-old Liam Conejo Ramos and his family have now filed an appeal after an immigration judge denied their asylum claim and ordered them to be deported to Ecuador. You'll recall Liam and his father were detained in January from their home in Minneapolis and held for 10 days in a Texas detention center. One of the family's lawyers told the Associated Press that while Liam is back in school, he and his father have been deeply shaken by their time in detention. Joining us now is Pascal Wacocha, one of the lawyers representing Liam Ramos and his family. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm wondering.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Yeah, of course. I know you must be incredibly busy working with this family and others, and I'm hoping you can start by explaining for us and our viewers the basis on which this judge has denied the family's asylum claim. What has happened here?
What has happened here, in my view, is tragedy. Tragedy in the sense that the family has not had a chance to present the merits of the asylum application before the judge. They have not had the process to present, to tell, for the government to hear their case, for the judge to hear their case and make a decision. So the immigration judge terminated the application and ordered them removed back to Salvador. And the judge made that decision on two bases. The judge says, under the law called ACA, which is a cooperative agreement the United States has with a number of countries, that the family could seek relief in other countries, including Honduras. And then the judge also says that looking at the evidence he had at the time, that he didn't think that the family had enough to move forward. As I said earlier, they have not even had a testimony, no dating for the trial. So the judge pre-terminated the application before we could actually present the details of their case.
How hard is it generally to prove these asylum cases? In a normal situation, how would that process be presented?
Under normal circumstances, asylum cases are very difficult. Sometimes the judge you appear before makes a difference, but we are not under normal circumstances now. For you to prove to win your asylum, you have to demonstrate the fear of persecution or that you've suffered past persecution in your own country. And that goes through testimony, witnesses, documents, other proofs you have to make that case before the judge. So it is usually very difficult. And I'm sure some of you have seen so far, there's been report about the denial rate of the judge assigned to this case, about 96% of cases before him that's been denied. So it is difficult under normal circumstances. Today, it is even more difficult.
Pascal, could you tell us a little bit about how Liam is doing, how his family is doing?
They are doing okay. They're a very resilient family. They have had serious challenges. Liam is obviously quite traumatized, and he's getting the help he needs. The family is very supportive and doing all they can to help him. The mother, who is expecting, is doing okay. But the pressure, having been thrust in the limelight, they are so afraid. They're afraid of law enforcement. They're afraid of stepping out just for the fear of not knowing what could happen, especially for the young Liam. But we've met with them quite a few times. My colleague, Daniela, spends quite a bit of time with them. They are quite hopeful that eventually that they will get the relief they seek in the United States.
Pascal Wacocha, thank you so much for taking the time to talk about your clients tonight and to let the country know that they're still around and they're still fighting for their case. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.